I'm Mike Ethridge. I'm a partner here at Carlock, Copeland, and I'm one of the co-chairs of the Insurance Coverage Practice Group. I practice in Charleston, South Carolina.
I'm Charlie McDaniel. I co-chair the Insurance Coverage and Bad Faith Litigation Practice Group with Mike here at Carlock, Copeland, and I practice out of the Atlanta office.
We handle everything from writing declination letters on behalf of carriers, declining coverage. We evaluate policies to help a claims professional determine whether or not a particular claim might be covered. We represent insurance companies when they're named as defendants in lawsuits, in bad faith suits, and breach of contract suits. So anything that relates to insurance coverage in terms of an analysis or engaged in litigation would fall under our practice group.
When we have an insurance coverage question, what we like to do is look at the problem that the carriers face, and typically they've got a situation where a claim's been reported to them by their insured, but there's a question of whether or not the insurance policy, for a variety of reasons, may not provide coverage. We see ourselves as kind of a guide for the insurance carrier through this maze of decision making, because there are very serious penalties that a carrier faces when they make an incorrect decision on whether or not to provide coverage or not.
One of the things I think we offer is a real knowledge of that industry and an understanding of what it is that matters to our client, how to evaluate cases and evaluate them early and evaluate them accurately. We have a lot of experience in the world of litigation and have developed a lot of relationships with other lawyers and with courts, and so we bring all of that to the table when we sit down with a carrier so we can give them, I think, good information about how a particular piece of litigation might proceed, and that's something that for them has to be evaluated real early in the process.
If I could add, if I could take off on that, one of the things that I think is probably our strongest asset that we bring for the carrier is our ability to both handle the underlying litigation, which all of us have done, understand how that's handled and where the risks are, and couple that with our knowledge and experience in the insurance coverage and analysis area, and you blend those two concepts together, and that's where I think Carlock Copeland is probably brings the strength to the client.
That's a good point, because one of the things that our history of handling those types of claims has done in this firm is produced a lot of very seasoned, very talented litigators. So there's a lot of experience in terms of what happens in the courtroom or what happens at the Court of Appeals that we are able to bring to the table, because we do a lot more in this firm than just insurance coverage.